Hello students, this is the first part of the chapter Public Facilities. So first you should know that what we are going to study in this chapter. So first we will see that what is the meaning of public facilities, what are the different types of public facilities, and what is the role and responsibility of the government in providing public facilities. And also we will see that what is the role of private companies or private sector in providing these public facilities, how they play their roles, what are the negative part of their role, and we understand that what are the different measures taken by the government to collect the funds for public facilities. And also we will see that what is the present status of public facilities in India, like in health sector, in water supplying, in electricity, in roads and other things. So number one is introduction of public facilities, means what is public facilities. So there are some facilities which a person cannot buy or arrange on an individual level. They are usually provided or insured by the government. So such facilities are called public facilities. You see around yourself. You are getting water, supply water, we are getting electricity, we are walking on the road, we used public transport, we go to the school, we used the government hospitals. So are these facilities can be provided by a person. All these facilities can be arranged by a single person for himself. No, all these facilities only can be provided by the government. कोई भी एक इंसान ये सारी जो पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज हैं इन सबको अपने इस्तेमाल के लिए खुद इस्टेब्लिश नहीं कर सकता है। तो ऐसी सारी फैसिलिटीज जिसको जो इंसान के लाइफ के लिए बहुत ही ज़रूरी है, उसके वेल बीइंग के लिए बहुत ही ज़रूरी है, लेकिन वो खुद अरेंज नहीं कर सकता है, इसलिए गवर्नमेंट इसको प्रोवाइड करती है। और ऐसी फैसिलिटी सबके लिए है, इट इज़ ओपन फॉर एवरीवन, सो दिस फैसिलिटी इज कॉल्ड पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज. What are the example of these? Like healthcare, sanitation, electricity, public transport, road, school and colleges. These are the essential public services that are provided to everyone. And what is the importance of this? This is very important for the welfare and better quality of life of a human being. अब बेटर क्वालिटी कैसे होता है आपका? अगर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं होगी तो क्या आप पढ़ पाएंगे? और अगर आप पढ़ाई नहीं करेंगे तो क्या आप नौकरी कर पाएंगे? नहीं. तो विदाउट सर्विस, विदाउट एजुकेशन, योर लाइफ कैन नॉट बी बेटर. ओके, इफ यू टेक अनदर एग्जांपल, हेल्थ केयर. अगर आप बीमार हो जाते हैं तो आप घर पर नहीं ठीक हो सकते. You need to go to the doctor, you need to go to the hospital. So who is establishing the hospital? Government. तो ठीक होने के लिए भी, बीमारी ना हो इसके लिए भी आपको, आपके लिए हॉस्पिटल जो इस्टेब्लिश कर रही है वो गवर्नमेंट है. In the same way, public transport. You cannot use only for everywhere your own vehicle. You need to use the buses, trains, sometime aeroplane. If you have to cross the sea, you need a ship. So these are not arranged by a person for और himself. ये सारी सर्विसेज गवर्नमेंट अरेंज कर सकती है, उसके पास ही इतनी पावर है. these facilities are called public facilities. And what are the advantage of it? The advantage of the public facility is that if once it is provided, then its benefit can be shared by many people. Generation to generation gets the benefit of it. You take the example of Navodaya Vidyalaya. Navodaya Vidyalaya was established in 1986, but from then, if we see today, Then many students studied from these schools and go away from there and they are earning their livelihood. तो जो भी पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज है इस तरीके से रोड्स, एक बार रोड बन जाने से ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ उसी समय के लोग उस पर चलेंगे, आगे आने वाली जो जनरेशन है वो भी उस स्कूल का यूज करेंगी, वो भी उस हॉस्पिटल का यूज करेंगी। तो इसका जो बेनिफिट है वो बहुत लोग शेयर करते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, a school in your village will enable many children to get educated, supply of water, electricity, means to an area. So it can be useful for many people, from the common people to a big industrialist. So in the same way, people can get benefit from hospitals by using them for the health care. अब इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में एवरी सिटीजन्स को कुछ राइट्स मिले हुए हैं, उसमें से एक राइट है राइट टू लाइफ। हम इन सारे राइट्स के बारे में भी सिविक्स के चैप्टर 1 में पढ़ेंगे। तो ये राइट टू लाइफ क्या है? राइट टू लाइफ मीन्स होता है जीने का अधिकार, मतलब हमारे जो लाइफ को कोई भी हमसे छीन नहीं सकता है इन अ रॉन्ग वे। और एक अच्छा जीवन जीने के लिए हमको एजुकेशन मिलना चाहिए, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी होनी चाहिए, हमारे पास अच्छी रोड होनी चाहिए, हॉस्पिटल्स होनी चाहिए। सो ऑल दीज राइट टू एजुकेशन, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, वाटर, हेल्थ is all are the part of a right to life. So as it is given in the constitution, so this is the responsibility of the government that for providing this right to life, it it ensure that these public facilities should be available in a proper manner. So government's roles and responsibility. What is the main responsibility of government? The main thing is public welfare. लोगों का भला करना है, सरकार को लोगों के भलाई के लिए काम करना है। And how can this be done? This can be done by ensuring the proper public facilities, by ensuring the proper healthcare facility, education, electricity, road, public transport। जब ये सारी चीज़ें एक समाज में अच्छे ढंग से रहेगी तो लोगों का वेलफेयर अपने आप हो जाएगा, बिकॉज दीज आर द बेसिक नीड ऑफ द पब्लिक। if these are available in an abundant way, in a proper way, then only people can lead a happy life. So because of this, government is obligated to spend a part of their budget for public facilities. So government has a money that is collected in the form of the taxes from the people, and that tax, a part of that tax is spent by the government for arranging these public facilities. So these are some questions for your practicing. You read your book and then you do this question answer. Thank you.